let me move on to SmackDown from last night because there was a significant development amongst this whole Jimmy Uso thing, which was Rhea. Well, Rhea's there now because Judgement Day are the tag team champions, so they could jump to SmackDown. So Rhea jumped into, or the Judgment Day, they were in Bloodline's locker room, and they said, we need to talk, and they cleared out for Heyman and Rhea to talk, because Rhea's kind of wearing the pants in this whole thing, and she wants them to team up and combine their forces. And Paul Heyman was like, well, I gotta go talk on the phone to Roman and authorize this, but Rhea's like, I've already authorized this. And Heyman's like, no, there's only one person who could no, and Rhea's like, no, I've authorized this. Like, you need to acknowledge me. And everyone's like, whoa, what the heck? That
was cool, yeah.
Yeah, so she sure thinks she's some big shit at this point now. But he did end up having to call Roman, despite her saying that, she's the authority now for everything.
Right.
But he did call Roman, and at the end of the show, it was Jimmy Uso versus LA Knight, which was a disqualification because Solo Sikoa jumped into the end of the match. And Cena comes in, and then the Judgment Day come in, and this is where we find out that I guess Roman approved because see Paul Heyman and Rhea shake hands, and they're like, all right, so it's been authorized. So now they're one big giant stable, I guess.
Yes.
It's the Bloodline, and Roman's supposed to be back next week. So this is where the end of the show turned into a little tussle between all these guys. And then Jey Uso appeared because Jey Uso's fighting with Cena at Fastlane, right, for the tag team titles. So that was the big surprise here.
Judgment Day.
So, but there wasn't really much interaction between Jimmy and Jey at this point in this match. But was there one more guy who came in? Oh, it was Cody Rhodes. Cody kind of leveled the playing field, and that led us into Fastlane. So we're ready for Fastlane, which is tonight in a few hours, coinciding with Collision, and that's going to be this match.
I mean, nobody's watching Collision, guys. That's what that means. Sorry. Unfortunately for Collision, nobody's watching.
So, Vlad, thoughts on the booking of Judgment Day and Bloodline together?
That's cool. I think that. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I think that's cool. Sorry, Vlad. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I kind of agree. It is. It's not bad. It's a good idea. It's a good thinking to have both. Both of these heel groups kind of together and kind of be on both. Well, I don't know if Bloodline's going to be on Raw, but at least that they'll be both on SmackDown, and it's kind of interesting. And then you put all these guys kind of together. Cody's there, and Jay and Jimmy, and all these guys. Finally, you have all these main event guys kind of together on one show, kind of to close out the show. And obviously, they need Cena for now because, like I said, Roman's not there, so they need that. They need Cena there while Roman is on his hiatus. So just for the name recognition, just for the crowd reaction. And, and I'm glad that also LA Knight is involved in this whole thing too, because he's getting a rub just being involved in pretty much the main angle, right? The main story for WWE right now. So I'm for it. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I thought it was interesting too. I mean, this whole thing with Rhea and Paul Heyman. Rhea's doing great. Rhea's character, they're pushing her to the moon.
Oh my God. Fantastic. That backstage segment was fantastic. She was just like, you got to acknowledge me. That was great. And she was, her and Paul Heyman, I mean, obviously it's going to be promo gold. I mean, it was really good. I mean, I enjoyed it. And, how she's like, oh, you don't need to call anybody. I've already authorized everything. It's all good. We're ready to go. Just shake my hand and we're good to go. I like that. But anyways, yeah, overall, pretty good.
You don't say no to mommy.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very difficult to. I mean, but Paul Heyman, it doesn't seem he's into chicks like that from past scenes in WWE. He doesn't get tempted in this way, so
no.
But I'm gonna move on.
We don't know what would tempt him. Maybe only money might only tempt him.
we got a couple more things I want to talk about, but we've talked about the main stuff